the evening session, he was the only undefeated player. Actually, there were two that were undefeated with 3 plays. He was one of them with pseudo. And then Yap followed it up with 2 wins. Now Yap 4 for 4, so he's played twice in the evening. And you'll see some of this as it goes.
Turn around.
Yeah, we were saying that about every 10 minutes probably, so it's going to be somewhere around Hill on one of these tables. Funny thing is, just kind of curious, these guys now that ball's been overcut about 5 times at least that I've seen today.
Yeah, and all 5 times you and I have been together.
Yeah, for the most part, not much spin, if any at all. And the other thing is they know with a little pace you can still make it slide a hair into the bottom rail, right?
Sure.
I mean, even... Well, you just never know where a player's going to go, but 3 shooting off the rail, whether that be rolling the ball, elevated, he's maybe the best, but...
I wouldn't disagree with that. What I saw in Hanoi, I actually thought he was going to win the event for the longest time there this year. When he's comfortable, he's just not only fun to watch, but just looks like he's never going to make it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, before the pressure situation would get to him a little more, you know, those quarterfinals and stuff like that. And I think he's due for a big win.
He fell a little straight here. He's acting a little concerned. Yeah, he's got the most out of it. A little thin. Really well handled. The shot on the 1 to the 3 was really where it was at in this rack. 𝙁𝙍𝘼𝙉𝘾, Vietnam's greatest.
When he says to me, I'm pocketing the ball just fine, that's a real good sign. He said just a few little shots, like touchy shots, that had gotten away, safeties mainly. So usually a great player will shore that up. Take that advice from whoever he likes taking advice from, and understand that this is kind of just getting started for him in a sense. Boy, would you cut the 1? Oh, he's going to play the bank and kind of stun. Going for the 2-way a bit. Not being afraid to spin the ball.
Oh my goodness.
Another big asset, one of the top jumpers in the game. Even Federer says that. Or behind the head and whatnot, but it still comes down to that good timing, which he certainly has.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take advantage of it as well.
The 1 never really hardly touched the side cushion as it went in. Yeah, there's a lot of them really that are close or similar, right? But I think the way he just kind of sachets around the table kind of plays into that. Definitely got to go forward. He might have to play short side or stun it with some English. Yeah, like that. But he's got all the shots. That's the one thing about him. And he's learned so much more tactically and kicking at the ball.
Stopping this guy, and it's you just touched on it just a little bit ago. It's kind of those pressure situations when you've not been there before, the quarterfinals, semifinals.
Yeah, and we both know how big Vietnam is for pool, and so he's 1-2 after 3 matches.
This is where they keep hitting the 1, Jeremy. What is the adjustment? I don't think the hit was too thin. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
I think it's hard to dog this safety if you don't use side spin.
I think for you and I, it's different. In our era, it's different, but you're right. It's hard to knock it. And you have the backdoor option, I guess, if you're hitting it at that speed.
Yeah.
You've got the backdoor option of the safe, but
going forward between the 4-7 here?
Maybe a bit of a stun.
Oh, that's about as far as you'll ever see him miss one.
I'm wondering what happened there. It's
right.
A bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's almost like talking about, I get this question all the time. They'll set up a 9-ball and say, are y'all hitting this with a straight draw or a hair of outside? But it's kind of the same thing when you hit that center draw from a little distance. It's not quite as clear cut as that little bit of outside.
Look at this hit.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, you'd almost have to bet on him getting safe here if he makes contact.
Yeah, good call.
If you can get it past the side, you don't have to pound this. Pink 4 where it's at. Now he's going to hit it with speed. I could see somebody like you just rolling it if you get it past the side.
It's a side and let him look at a funny combination or something that's just going to make him play safe again, right? To where you get another opportunity.
Maybe you can tell me, Jeremy. He's a Q-Tech representative here. What is it?
I mean, I think he runs with confidence quite a bit, you know, because, you know, it's not, oh, let me slow down when I don't feel as good, or, you know what I mean, and let me speed up when I do feel good. And I think that's what he wants to find, you know. Yeah, and you know, you talk about the ones that are the very best. You know, when he's away from the match table, it's very serious practice trying to dial himself in. Let up a little bit there. I was kind of shocked he played for the side, to be honest with you. Well, I thought he was trying to do that almost like a, you know, he'll shoot that draw where he nips it, almost like he decels into it a little bit to get the timing right to pull off that thinner angle. So he may have been coming above, but what I was getting at with Yap, it's just relentless. And if you look through the years, I mean, Efren Reyes played as much.
It's about, like, really wanting to win. I think
it
comes down to that at times, right? Because you can lose that feeling. You can lose that.
Yeah, and what I found with him, and just from my own experience.
Exactly.
All right, little rail first to slide up the rail. Don't let it, I was about to say, don't let that thing get away from you. You can accept a lot on the 3 with the pink being very near. Sits rather. I feel like I'm going to accept a lot of distance on that 3 ball.
And he needs that 3 to get there. It did.
He sure is. That's that shot you were talking about, Scott.
It's unbelievable. And he just makes it look so easy. The cue ball didn't even get to him. I mean, where are you even going with this?
3-9? Oh, excuse me. They're so good with the cue.
It's so much better. Unbelievable. I didn't even see it.
So he's going to try and bang it around, I guess. Just take his chances.
If this is overlooked, you take it for granted, make a simple mistake. These are the matches you can lose quickly.
He's got to be a little aware of the 7 if he's cueing 2 rails out. Don't let this get away. And that's what I mean, kind of has all the tools, you know, that kind of shot. He didn't even quiver it. You just get close to this over here, Scott, come across.
He doesn't want to be straight, does he?
No, I thought he would just lay on the rail. I think he was trying to go further, is all I could guess, to gain more angle on the 7. Now he's going to be on top of the 8. And you talked about momentum changers.
Swing. He's going at it here.
A double kiss?
It looked like it double kissed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, a big gift for FSR there, because they were wide open for 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙁.
All right, FSR, big reprieve from Duong. You ain't gonna see many of those. This 2's gonna dress up if the cue ball agrees. No, I don't either. I don't know what. Still don't know what it means. I know it's something, but I haven't really put much foot forward trying to find out. But
right, me neither.
I'll just slide this in and pinch it.
Hit that.
He's going to play from underneath, which is fine also, because he always has the safety option if he can't. He can get pretty close to there, I know that, and at least evaluate from there. Like I said, if he ends up not liking it, which I think he is going to like it, he can stick him up. And he should be shooting here. A little more amateur players, like, why take the chance here, where there's a little different mindset. And I don't think he wants to change so much, because whenever he doesn't, it gets a little off, and that's all of us, by the way. But yeah, you talked about it. big swing in the last game after a huge mistake from Vietnam's best. Having a little fun with the 9 there, maybe? But like you were saying, when you really want to win, the thing is you do things before the tournament.
Yes.
That's the difference. We saw some weight loss. Obviously been practicing.
And the layout is pretty juicy.
Yeah, just a little stun here. Can handle a lot on the 3. Some good top. I think you can beat it. But I think the side is the problem, is what I think. Yeah, just like that. He tried to use English to manipulate the hit, but
Drawn just missed the 9 there if that was the case.
I thought he could actually pinch it by the right side pocket softly, soft draw, and pinch it backwards actually from that steep angle.
Okay.
Just because he was so close to it, you know. But that was probably maybe not even doable, and certainly the last option.
Yeah, and then obviously I think it was game number 3 that we're...
Yeah, well, he played 3 in the afternoon. He won all 3. So now he's got 2 tonight. And if things hold up, he's really good spot, but still don't want to make easy mistakes.
That shot right there, so good once again. So much out of the cue ball where a lot of guys don't get near the 9.
Yeah, he seems to be player of the year last year. I mean, if you're going to start to emulate some things, not a bad guy to emulate or kind of copy a little bit. I'll tell you one thing, if you can copy Yap's position play, knowing him pretty well, but then also kind of knowing kind of how that type thinks, and he's just super sharp. That's why, I mean, you know, he's a great kicker of the ball too, and he's steadily improving on everything that breaks improves.
You know, when we talk about position, then all of a sudden, I mean, I'm just thinking about it, Justin Bergman. I think that's what gets Justin a long ways a lot of times.
One of his hang-ups for a while. Yeah, you know, he just didn't, just almost seemed like he just couldn't break the balls like the other guys a little bit.
How does he respond? 𝙁𝙐𝙊𝘾. So far, so good.
Basically, we come all the way across just to understand, hey, if I happen to fall straight, okay, I'll work a little harder. This was a huge mistake, though. You were talking about drawing behind who you were thinking to maybe like to win it, like just who's your outright favorite, you think, and then maybe one other that might surprise us.
Well, I mean, I like Moritz and 𝙁𝙍𝘼 to win it, and then, you know, maybe somebody that surprises us. He's in such good condition still.
Well, he's super determined. I mean, I talked to ball pocketer, you know, and he breaks the balls pretty well, and super outsider. I think Camino likes this place a lot. I think he's very comfortable here at Classic. Just make sure you get enough speed to bounce off that rail. Like, he came very close to the 7 there.
Didn't really want to get... He must be able to cheat this. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, it was really that moment, Jeremy, if FSR gets out here, right, where 𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁 fell.
Was it the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they end up on top of the 8, tried to bank it. We thought a double kiss, couldn't quite tell for sure, but I think he's pretty ideal overall.
Maybe
just
a little pumped up.
Feeling good, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is again where Scott was talking about he can really pinch this to hold with no problem at all. Fun player to watch, I tell you. Learn a lot as well.
Yeah, and he does it once again. FSR